Throwing now, Jackson on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Flushed out right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Murray. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Latavius Murray with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Bears, nothing. Justin Tucker is a kickoff.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that can be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Justin Fields at quarterback gets the completion there. CD, what do you think the key is to stopping this talented former Buckeye?
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Rookie quarterbacks have to survive the initiation of the pressure of the NFL. Now, his athleticism can scare you a little bit because if he evades it, he can go a long way. But in the beginning, you want his eyes to go to the rush, not downfield. So bring those extra guys and see if he can handle it.
Off play action, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he will have the Bears first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the sack master, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
And what a great call defensively there because they decided to bring pressure off the corner. And a lot of times, those big linemen, they can't account for the speed of a defensive back. And that time, he made a beeline right for the quarterback and got him. The cat blitz, tough to defend.
Here comes Grant on the return. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Here's Fields. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first two possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leagues. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Fields. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Fields. Man open is Robinson. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 43. A good pickup there at 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. A nice little juke. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of.
Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up question. Do they bring pressure?
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to started. They had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded on 4th. They snap it to Fields. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Check 3. Hey, check Mike 6, all day.
Here's Fields. Touchdown, Bears! Allen Robinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Bears 7. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral it down near the 11-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Rolling to his right. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Graham. And he'll be out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Now the point after try for Santos. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Quick slant to Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Let's just lean on the word good here, partner. Good way to start the second half. Good safe throw and a good quick first down as well.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out. Maybe change their cleats if need be. But halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaud.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Montgomery running right. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Fields now to throw. This is caught by Robinson. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Brings up second and long.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now Fields. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. A quick throw out wide to Mooney. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now it's Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8 coming up. They'll go again with Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Well, for Lamar Jackson, we know all about how dangerous he is running the football, but he can really sling it as well. And he connects on a big one there. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Bears 14. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Patrick Queen charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Fields. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Off the option, here's Montgomery. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Duvernay. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now Jackson back into his end zone. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. 21 yards there on 3rd down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold it for just a short gain.
To throw again is Jackson. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Jackson. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw pulled in by Robinson here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And one last throw here for Fields. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end.